Hey guys, okay, so for Friday Funday, I think what we'll do is we will talk about tinted moisturizers, okay? And I threw in also a couple of like lighter coverage, more natural type products for those of you ladies who maybe want a little bit more coverage, or this is just a group of coverage products that I think accomplish the same goal, okay? And I attempted to categorize these like I was gonna do skin tints, then more tinted moisturizers, but it's all kind of a jumble because you just never know what you're going to get. It can say tinted moisturizer, but then offer more coverage, and you're like, well, is this a foundation or not? All of these technically are like foundation layer products because it's what you use as your foundation, which is the what you build everything else on. So I think, do you guys kind of get what I'm trying to say? So these are lighter coverage products, but also tinted moisturizers, stuff like that. So it's not, some of them do have a lot of coverage though, but I feel like I'm over explaining this, so I'm just gonna get to it. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I have is and this is just basically like from my stash, like what I have that I can talk about that you guys might be interested in. If you're interested in getting like a tinted moisturizer type of product. Okay, let's just do it. This is the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. This came out over the summertime, last summer. This is ridiculously glowy. Like, of all the products that I have, even up to products such as this, the Super Dewy Skin Elixir Primer Serum kind of deal, this is the most glowy that I have ever had. Very, very glowy, very low coverage. This is in the shade Fair, which is still pretty dark. I'm not gonna do swatches or anything because it's just gonna take forever. So if you're looking for, if you have remarkably dry skin, you may like this. If you're an oily girl, I would stay away unless you're dying to have greasier skin than anybody in the land, okay? So that's that. All right, next one I've got is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This is okay. It's not as dewy as the Milani. I would say this is like your natural finish type, not too dewy. It is a little bit, light reflective, but it's not too dewy. This one's okay. If you are looking for natural makeup, this is your girl. It's not very high coverage, but I think it gives enough of an evening out to where you'll be happy with this. It won't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup, but it'll give you a little bit of a skin perk up. And depending on how you use it, if you really layer this on and really, put a thick layer on, you might be able to get more coverage out of it. I just always blend my products really well. So for me, depending on the product, I'm going to get less coverage out of any product because I really blend it in. I don't just stamp it on and make it be like a mask of product. If you want to do that, you won't get, you probably aren't looking for this type of a product, but you might be able to build up coverage with that if you do it that way. So anyway, very inexpensive, readily available, Wet n Wild, good brand. I feel like there are good ingredients in this. It's got the squalane in it again, the hyaluronic acid. So it says sheer to medium coverage, so it's nice. I feel like if you're just getting into makeup, you might like something like this. This one is the Revolution Glow Body Veil. If I find that this video is getting like crazy too long, I might just stop and have to do a part 2 or something because I hate to keep you guys here all day. Okay, so this is the Revolution Glow Body Veil Hyaluronic Acid and Vitamin C Face and Body Foundation. It says lightweight buildable coverage. I have it in the shade F0.2. I think this was like either the lightest or one of the lightest shades. This is very fair. My favorite part about this is the smell. It smells, granted, it is like a chemical, laboratory created summertime smell, coconutty kind of summertime smell, but I still really like it because I really like that smell. So that's my favorite part about this. I don't think this is terrible. It was a bit difficult for me to really fall in love with this product because of the shade. Like, it was just way too light, and I was like, darker than I even am right now. And I'm not dark, but like at the time when I tried this, I tried it several times and I just couldn't fall in love with it. But I do think it's amazing price. Is like $17 for like 4 ounces of product. So, the biggest bummer about this is you have to order it online. But if you get it and you love it, look how much product you get. You'll never run out. I use this primarily for mixing. If I want to like thin out products, sheer out products is what I use this for. So, but it's nice. I mean, it looks nice on the skin and everything. I just had a hard time falling in love with it because of shade. So I might try it in the next couple of days because I am almost back down to my completely fair sell from my vacation last summer. So, all right, this one I was not impressed with. This is the Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tint. Again, shade Fair. I do not understand them. I do not understand them. This is the shade Fair. It is too dark. Like, can we just see, like, this is the color. Like, this is fair? No, no, no. This is fair. So it was not fair enough for me, but then also, like, it didn't give me very much coverage. It just wasn't what I was looking for in a tinted moisturizer. If you're, I think on a medium skin tone, this might be really pretty, but like for me, I've got so much to cover. And you know, watch my other videos, go check out my concealer playlist, and you'll understand why I need a little bit more coverage. But I will say it wasn't even remarkably dewy. Like, it's a super dewy. It wasn't even that dewy. So I think it's a little bit of a mislabeled. Like, it wasn't super dewy. Skin tint, yeah, it was just a tint, barely anything. So I don't know. If you're looking for that though, you might like it because it is a large bottle and it wasn't that expensive. I do like Revolution products. They have decent products for a decent price. So I do like a lot of their stuff. So yeah, lightweight tinted moisturizer, gives a radiant look. Not that radiant though, honestly. Okay, next one. This one is really nice. I like this one. This is the L'Oreal Paris Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer, shade Fair 01. A little bit too dark for me, but good coverage, like better coverage than I was expecting from a tinted moisturizer. So much so that you have to be careful that you don't put too much on, because it spreads and it goes a long way. So the pigment in here is a little bit much if you're not prepared for it. So if you get this, just know that start out small and then you can build up. And if you get it and you're like, well, she's crazy, it wasn't even that much coverage, you can just put more on. It's easier to put more on than it is to try and take it off once it's already in your hair and in your eyebrows and stuff, because you were like, oh, it's got a little bit more pigment than I was expecting. But it's right on the natural side of things, not too dewy, not matte, but not too dewy. And that's my biggest complaint, is like sometimes stuff is just too dewy. Like, I don't know why everyone in the world wants to look like a grease ball. You want to do that, you do you, boo. But for me, I'm like, not too dewy, please. So, all right. This one I really liked. This is the Joah Perfect Complexion BB Cream, medium coverage, silky smooth formula for healthy looking skin. Yes, this one was nice. I really liked this one. It had about the same amount of coverage, I feel like, as the L'Oreal one. The shade was a little bit better, looked really pretty on my skin. I really liked this one. Still like it. It's great for just a tinted moisturizer to have around. I feel like it might have been just barely almost too light for me, but yeah, I really liked that one. Not too expensive. I do like the Joah brand as well. You can find them at CVS or you can order them online. I ordered that one online. All right, next one. This one was a favorite for a long time. This is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer from Colourpop. Really like this one. They give you a lot of product. This is in the shade Fair 2W. You can kind of see like the warm is sort of separating. I decanted this into a little pump bottle like this, so it's easier for me to like shake up and incorporate all the colors and stuff. But like this, not too much coverage, just a perfect tinted moisturizer. If you're thinking of a tinted moisturizer, this is going to come up because it is exactly like what it says, tinted but not too much, just right for a skin perk up, natural makeup. All right, and a couple of these, again, I decanted some into these pump bottles, which was the worst idea I ever had. But it happened, and so here we are. All right, so this is the AOA Perfect BB Cream from the Shop Miss A website. This one's nice, low coverage though, but it is really pretty on the skin. It gives you that beautiful satin finish. This is the Golden Rose Nude Look Tinted Moisturizer. Okay, this was nice, but it was just a little bit too dark. Again, they're making these tinted moisturizers just too dark for us white girls. So our very fair paper white girls. Okay, this one was nice. I'm probably going to end up giving this to my daughter because she's starting to look for face makeup and she doesn't need much, but I think she might like this because it's not too much coverage, but it looks nice on the skin and makes you kind of feel like you're doing your makeup, but not too much coverage. We are up to 9 minutes. I might go to like 15. We'll see. Okay, this one was really nice actually. This is the Revolution Pro Creme Skin Perfector CC Skin Tint. This is one of those ones that starts out white, and then like as you massage it into your skin, the color beads burst and that gives you your pigment. I really like the way this ends up looking. It's not a lot of coverage. I do have a review like on all of these. Any of these that you see me talk about, if you're interested in any of them, you can just search my name, it's Holly, and then whichever one that you're that you're intrigued by the name of that, and then I should come right on up. But at first I was like, it's just a, you know, it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's called a CC skin tint, but it does look really pretty, and I use products like this for days when I want to have just a skin perk up, where I don't look like I'm just so haggard, usually on a Wednesday night, because I won't wear makeup during the day or whatever. But then when I want to get looking presentable for a Wednesday night church service, which we have church services on Wednesday night, I'll use something like this, and it always ends up looking just really pretty but natural. And they give you quite a bit of product in here as well. It's 1.35 fluid ounces, so, and I like the squeezy tube and everything, and it looks really pretty just sitting there on your vanity. Not that that matters, but okay, here we go. This one was really nice, the Flower Get Real Serum Foundation. I really actually liked this, especially for summertime if you're looking for just again, another natural, but this is almost too dewy again. And also the shade is good because it kind of like, the peachiness of it sort of brightens my face. And it's in the shade Porcelain L1. I'll try to put it in the description, like all the specs and stuff. But yeah, I did like this. I like the way it feels. It does kind of feel like almost on the greasy side, but it's almost like a nice feeling. It's not too like, you know what I mean? It's a nice feeling. It feels like a treatment almost. So, but it is a serum foundation, and it doesn't offer like a ton of coverage, but I just like it. I really like the way this feels on my skin, and I like the look of it as well. Okay, this one, the Best Skin Ever Longwear Foundation. This to me worked more like a tinted moisturizer, so that's why this is here. And I think these two are pretty similar as far as like texture, and it was not remarkably long lasting. It says Longwear Foundation. Now, I think this is a little bit overpriced for what you're getting, but this will offer you that natural look, and it does look like skin. So all right, this one also is kind of similar in my opinion to this one. This is the LA Girl Tinted Foundation. It says buildable natural finish. I don't know that this is very buildable, but again, it just gives you that skin perk up. And again, this is in the shade Nude, so I think it was the lightest shade. I really like the tip of this because I just kind of draw it on like a swirl. It's sort of a relaxing, you know, ritual to do. I hate using that term. I'm trying to find a different term than ritual, but it's sort of like just kind of relaxing when you're getting ready for the evening or whatever, just to kind of draw it on. I don't know why. Anyway, but this is again similar to this in that it's not too much pigment, gives you that skin perk up, very natural looking. So especially good for like summertime when you're not trying to look like you've got a lot of makeup on. Okay, and now we come down to my favorite BB cream tinted moisturizer for the past while. This is the Creme Shop BB cream, full coverage, hydration, age defense, all that, SPF 30. Okay, this is not full coverage, but it is good coverage, and I feel like it's kind of in between. It's not as much coverage as the L'Oreal Paradise, but this is so nice, natural, and pretty looking on your skin. It's not too dewy. Like, I feel like in summertime, like everyone's looking for this dewy, you know, glowy look. But for me, as an oily skinned girls out there, like this is the perfect medium because it's not too dewy, so it doesn't make you feel greasy, and then you're outside in the hot sun, you're sweating and you're getting more greasy. This isn't contributing to the problem, okay? Plus it also has an SPF in it. Not that that matters in my opinion, because for SPF to work, you have to apply it like every 2 hours or whatever, and I don't see many people like being like, oh, better apply my BB cream again because that's my sunscreen or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, it does have that though if that's important to you, and they give you quite a bit of product. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but if you can try and get it on sale, like I got mine at CVS on sale, I think it's a good deal, and it's a good product. So we're almost done. We'll see if we can get through it. Okay. This one, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum Foundation, was not the biggest fan of. Still am not. I do not understand the hype about this. This was okay. Nothing that special. I liked this serum foundation better, and it was less money. This one's good for mixing. This might be good for like a primer if you're going to use a powder foundation, something like that. That's what I think this is good for. But again, wasn't totally impressed with this. It's so expensive. I don't know. Like this is it's acquiring a cult following, but I just don't think it's that great. But it is natural looking, I guess. So anyway, all right, this one as well. I wanted to love this. I could not. This is the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. I'm just going to show this, okay? Because I think people need to understand. This has a lavender gray undertone that I just do not understand. Like, I don't know. You can't tell here. Let me just see if I can find a contrasting. No, not that one will work. Okay. Right. That's my skin tone. This is this one. Like, it has a gray, purpley violet undertone that stays there forever. Like, it does lighten a little bit when you blend it in, but I could not make it work. I wanted it to work. Everyone kept saying how wonderful it was and how amazing it was, and I was like, why won't this work for me? Okay. But it's the shade. It's the shade. So, and since it's a Korean brand or an Asian brand, they have that undertone is very prevalent, and it just doesn't work for me. I don't think it's a bad product. If you can get this to work on your skin, I think you might like it, but it's not like the be all end all that I thought it was and was hoping it was going to be. Again, same thing with this. This I think is better for if you're looking for this is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. If you are really wanting that glowy, almost bronzy, not quite bronzy because it's not really, it's more on the gray side than it is warm. Sort of, this is reminding me of like going to the beach. Like, if you want something, it won't last because it's not meant to last. But if you're just like gonna walk the beach, or you're gonna go down to some beachy, sunny place, and you want to have that sort of glow, you might like this. To me, this is overkill glow, and in a different way than this one, which is the glowiest one that I have. This is more makes you look like you are greasy. This one makes you look greasy, but it's from all the pearl that's in it. There's just too much pearl. It's not the same kind of a glow. It's still a lot. It's just weird. It just looks weird. I couldn't make it work. I feel like the biggest problem for this at the time for me was that it is a little too gray and it was a little too dark. So again, don't come at me, y'all. I just didn't like it. Okay. These two will do together. These are the Bourgeois Healthy Mix Serum and then the Healthy Mix Foundation. These are foundations, but they are very natural, very pretty, slightly glowy. I think either one of these, if you're looking for something natural, especially for the summertime, you might really like these. The only problem is these are the lightest shades. It is, I think they're vanilla. Both of them are vanilla. Not telling me the, I don't know, lightest shade, I feel like, but they're still kind of too dark for me for this skin tone. So this one is the Vitamix, I don't know, yeah, Healthy Mix. One of them is a serum and one of them is a gel serum, and then one of them is just a regular foundation. They both felt the same to me, so I didn't see the distinction between gel and non-gel, but they were both really pretty. Not too much coverage, but really natural looking, and I think anybody who got these would like either one. Not remarkably long lasting, but just like a solid foundation. This one, the number 7, this is the last one, Protect and Perfect Advanced All-in-One Foundation, Hydrating, Age-defying, Medium Coverage. Again, this one was a problem because the shade, the undertone was a bit too gray for me. And I didn't, like, it looked pretty, and like I had a lot of people, you know, say, oh, it looks really nice though, it looks really nice, and it did, but it wasn't blowing me away to the point where I was just like, yes, finally I found it. No, it was just okay. And again, it was a bit on the pricey side and also not readily available to me because I can only find this in Target, and I don't have a Target. My closest Target is like 2 hours away, so that's kind of a bummer. I've seen it on other people and it looks nice though, so it is kind of on the natural side, but it is smoothing. So if you're looking for that, then you might like this product. Okay, so we did it. I got through all of them and a little bit, almost 20 minutes, but hopefully you guys stuck in there to the end. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, and I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.